Chapter 1. How do butterflies reproduce? Both moths and butterflies are in the order of Lepidoptera, which means scales and wings in Greek. Both have scales that cover their wings. The percent of butterflies are 6 to 11, and the moth percentage of the Lepidoptera order is 89 to 94, so moths win with 80% of the order. Even though they are from the same order, the moth and butterfly are from different species, so they do not mate with each other. Also, they do not mate within their species of butterflies or moths. They only mate with their own species, which is a good thing, because if they didn't, it would be an even more difficult job of keeping track of them all. There's a saying that butterflies are made to reproduce. That is true, but they also do something that takes a lot of their time and that benefits us. We will cover that later. Before we describe how they mate, it would be good to know the difference between the male and female. 1. The difference between the male and female butterfly. It can be difficult to tell the difference between the male and female of most butterfly species. There are some differences that you can see if you get up close. For example, the below are monarchs. Can you tell the difference? You may have difficulty seeing it, but the male is on the left, and he has small spots that are black and on his hind wing. There is also a little different shape in his forewing, which is hard to see in these pictures. The female on the right doesn't have those black marks, but her black veins or strips are thicker than the male. All species have slight differences in the male and female. Male butterfly. Listed below are attributes of most male butterflies. Males may have larger wings with an abdomen that is slimmer than the female. The male weighs an average of 500 milligrams or half of a gram, and on average is slightly less than the female. Some male species have a different shape of their forewings than the female. Males may have slightly different patterns of color than the female. For example, the monarch male has 2 black marks on his hind wing that the female doesn't have. The 2 black spots are where he emits scents that attract the females. Males have 2 claspers on the tail end of his body that he uses to clasp around the female to hold on to her while mating. Males are ready to mate 1 to 3 hours after emerging from their chrysalis. Males often fly back and forth as if patrolling the area, but he is searching for females to mate. If the male finds a female ready to come out of her chrysalis, he may need to chase away other males who are also waiting on the female to come out to mate. Male butterflies have a peculiar habit of drinking from mud puddles, which is called puddling. It is for a good reason of trying to get minerals from the soil for their sperm to improve the sustainability of the eggs that he fertilizes. Female butterfly. Listed below are some attributes of the female butterfly. All species of butterflies have more females than males. Female bodies are usually larger than males, and they have a rounder abdomen than males, especially when carrying eggs. The female weighs an average of 500 milligrams, or half of a gram, and on average is slightly more than the male. The female has round holes in her abdomen where the eggs come out to be laid on a leaf of the host plant. Some females, such as the monarch, have black veins that are thicker on their wings, and this can make them look as if they are a darker color. As soon as the female emerges from the chrysalis, she is ready to mate. Females need to mate immediately after emerging from the chrysalis, or else she probably won't ever mate. If she does not mate, her life would be prolonged, and she would most likely die from natural causes, or a predator would get her. There may be several males waiting for her to pick one as her mate. Female behavior is mostly looking for and examining plants to lay her eggs. Females that migrate sometimes will mate before returning, and after mating, she starts the journey back home, and on the way will be laying her eggs. Females have it difficult. Some species females, such as the monarchs, can lay 300 or more eggs in a season, laying 1 egg at a time, and if possible, on only 1 leaf of the plant, so that when it hatches, it will have enough to eat. She attaches them to a leaf with a substance like fast-drying glue. 2. How do butterflies show interest in the opposite sex? Butterflies can be big flirts. Males are usually the biggest flirts, as they try to get the attention of the female.